Hey there, Michelle. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. How are you, Lindsay? I am excited. It's a Saturday. Welcome to a Sassy Saturday episode. Thanks for being here with us.
I love it. Yeah, we're getting close to Thanksgiving now.
Yeah.
So, we love that we have our listeners on board for a wonderful Saturday episode. But Michelle, I do have a question for you.
Yes. What is the question?
So when was the last time you think you did something really well? Just like really in your wheelhouse, in your zone?
Beautiful. Lindsay, one thing that I feel lately, I'm feeling really good about my relationship with vegetables and how I cook them.
Oh, that's great.
So I recently made a meal with like a lot of really good roasted veggies and seasoned, and then a good salad. It was just, it was a chef's kiss, really.
Chef's kiss. Beautiful. I love that, Michelle. That feels great, right? I actually have an example. Last night I was at tennis drill. I was doing tennis drills where we play games. It's like games, drills, that kind of thing. And I hit this awesome passing shot down the line, passing the person at the net. And it was chef's kiss. It was amazing. It was like, yes, that, with tennis, it's the sweet spot. It's that feeling of the sweet spot. It hits the racket exactly where it should, and it feels amazing. That feeling. And the same with your veggies, right? It's just like
veggies and tennis.
Kiss.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mwah. Yeah. So today we are going to answer a listener question about how to say something was done really well or perfectly. This question comes to us from YouTube, from Rehane. Lindsay, would you like to read the question for us?
Yes. So Lindsay and Michelle, hello. I'm Rehane Puhande. I really enjoy your podcast. It helps me a lot with learning natural English and daily life and IELTS preparation.
Ooh, wow, great.
That's great to know. Love that. And I have a request. Could you please make an episode about idioms that mean exactly right or done perfectly, such as nail it, spot on, knock it out of the park, and much more, and explain where we should use them? I think many learners would find it useful to compare American and British idioms in this area. Thank you so much for your amazing work. Great question. Very articulate question too, isn't it?
Very
Michelle?
Articulate. I love it.
Yes.
We're going to really go through these words and talk about some others. But this is a huge connection skill. So I'm glad we're covering it because it's so important to be able to commend someone for doing a good job, or even say it about ourselves, give ourselves a little pick me up, a little pat on the back, right?
Yeah, this is kind of some of the color of life when we've done something well, and it's okay to say we've done it well, or to, especially to compliment someone, but it's kind of a feeling that's really cool, and it's a universal feeling. Like we've all done something well at some point in life, and so if you can acknowledge that in someone else or in yourself, it just feels good. It's like part of what feels good about being alive,
Yeah. Definitely. So we're going to get into these expressions. But before we do, we want to remind you to hit the follow button wherever you are listening to the All Ears English podcast. Don't miss anything from us, guys. Hit follow.
Yeah, we're publishing some extra episodes in November and December, and you will miss them if you're not following. So make sure you've got us in your queue wherever you're listening. If you happen to be consuming this on YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe over there. Okay? Good.
Perfect. All right. Well, we are going to start with Rehane's expressions listed and also teach some fun ones ourselves. So again, this listener asked about British English. I mean, we're really focused here on American English. So, I know some British English, but I can't really speak as much to that. So we're going to really talk about this more in the context of American English. What do you think, Lindsay?
Yeah, I agree. We like to teach you what we know well, so we don't teach you wrong things. There are lots of great podcasts out there that focus on British English. We've had some of them on the show as guests. I will say I think the phrase spot on is more British than American, the one that she mentioned in her question. But yeah, check that out on a British podcast. We'll focus on the American English ones here, and let's get into it, Michelle.
All right. So we're going to go through the ones that this listener asked about. So the first thing is exactly right. So I would use this more for an idea, or if someone says something I agree with. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I would use it to describe someone's work or an outcome as being perfect, right? That's not wrong, but it may sound a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. Right. So for example, I'm just picturing hitting that passing shot last night down the line, like saying to myself exactly right. Nah, it doesn't work. Doesn't work.
Right.
Yeah. No. Or
so,
for your veggies coming out of the oven. You wouldn't really say exactly right. That doesn't.
I might say just right.
Just right.
Just right. Right.
Like
but I wouldn't say these are exactly right. Right. That's more for some sort of point, an idea, an answer. So the singular answer on a test or something. So for example, you are exactly right. I totally agree.
Which is also, by the way, really it's connection affirming. When you do agree with someone in a conversation, that feels really good too. That's a connection moment, and that's valid, right? Exactly right, totally right. Or referring to someone's point of view. She's exactly right. We should consider indirect flights in order to save money. But it's not the same as in that moment of, the chef's kiss. Oh my gosh, I've created this amazing thing. It's perfect. Right? It's not
right. You're not kind of experiencing it in real time. That's more just more you're thinking it through. It's not, this is chef's kiss,
it's a little more conceptual, more cerebral maybe. What else, Michelle?
So done perfectly. So that one I feel is a little bit more formal. I would probably just say perfect or it's perfect. But you could use it like this. Really, the cookies were done perfectly. Absolutely delicious.
Right. So you could say the cookies were done perfectly or the cookies were perfect if you just want to simplify, right? It's perfect. You executed my vision just how I wanted. Nice.
Or wow, perfect. I love the furniture you ordered.
Nice. I like these. Can I add a bonus here that I don't
add
see
a
on our
bonus?
list?
Add a bonus.
Yeah. My personal favorite is nailed it. Nailed it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I could see you saying that as your veggies come out of the oven, right?
Nailed it.
Or like Dan saying
that
you're
to right.
You, right?
Yeah. You're right. This listener did ask about nail it, and I think I forgot to put it in.
It's a good one. Nailed it.
Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah, or like hitting my passing shot or doing anything great in the moment. We can say that to refer to what we just did, or we could say that to someone else to compliment them.
And it's also a common one that you say sarcastically. Have you ever seen where people post pictures of like things they've tried to make online, like DIY, and it's like nailed it, and it's like terrible compared to the actual picture.
We love sarcasm here at All Ears English. This is how I feel anytime I try to draw anything. This is why I avoid Pictionary like the plague. I will walk out of the room if someone says, let's play Pictionary. I try to draw a horse that looks more like a cow or I don't know. It's just bad.
No, that's how I am with drawing, but also with bowling. Like I just right into the gutter, and I might say nailed it. Like
you need the bumpers, Michelle. You need the bumpers.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good way to make fun of yourself when you say nailed it.
I love it. And we are going to talk a little bit about spot on. I mean, you can say it in American English. I feel like I've heard British people say this more. I don't know. Do you agree? You studied in London, Michelle. What do you think?
Oh wow, that was a while ago, but I think you could say it. I mean, I don't. I didn't think of it as more British, but you might be right. But I'm not sure. So, but spot on, I would say it's exactly right. It's also casual. So I think more of someone's answer, like expressing themselves. So, for example, what you're saying is spot on. I never thought of it that way.
Or you are spot on. We do need to buy extra brownie mix. Right. But I think you could also say it for coming back to our success scenarios, which I'd love to talk about, your veggies. You could also say, these are spot on, right? These are spot on. So that one is dynamic. So I like it. All right. I love this next one because, we love a good baseball idiom, don't we?
We do. So this is, and we have the World Series coming up here.
Yeah. Who's in the World Series this year?
I know the Blue Jays, and I don't know.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. It's always a big deal. All right.
I know the Blue Jays are in it. But you could say to knock it out of the park, right? Yes. So that's like a home run, right? You could also say, it's a home run. But basically this means you did a really good job.
Yeah. And I think correct me if you disagree, Michelle, but I feel like this is usually for bigger like projects where it takes a lot of work. Like maybe you're hosting a wedding anniversary party for someone. Like it's kind of like a big deal, a big thing that
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I wouldn't say, oh, my veggies came out and I knocked it out of the park. It seems a little bit too...
I mean, you could, but yeah, I feel
You
like
could.
this points to like you took on this big project and you did it very well, right?
Right. Well, for example, I mean, we have Thanksgiving coming up and we are hosting this
You
year.
are. Oh, is it your first time hosting Thanksgiving?
No, we did it once.
Okay.
Once before, and
Oh my gosh!
but now we're in the
Michelle,
house, so we
big
have
deal.
we have the room for it. But I don't even like turkey, so I don't know.
No one does. No one likes
Yeah,
turkey.
it's just that you have to. Yeah, it's kind of silly. So I don't know. It's funny because normally when I go to other people's houses, I don't think about it. But now that I'm gonna be the one supplying the food, I'm like, oh, do I really have to do this? So
That's a huge step in life. I feel like being the one that hosts Thanksgiving, because you're probably the one in charge of the turkey and like the main dish. And I don't know, Thanksgiving's just such a huge deal. I remember waking up as a kid at like 7 a.m. My mom's already got the turkey in the oven, and like things are rolling, and there's a schedule for when everything's going in and coming out. It's like a huge thing. No pressure.
Right. And it's if I had it my way, I think I would just do the whole meal as sides, just different sides, because that's my favorite part about Thanksgiving: sides and pies. Perfect.
Totally.
That's what I would do.
Honestly, I think most people feel that way, but no one's going to say that to you when they come to your house. They can't say that. But most people, I think, just want the sides and the pies.
Well, the thing is that I have these, like where I live now, for some reason, there's a whole bunch of turkeys like walking around. Lindsay, I'll send you pictures. And so I see how they look up close, and I can't eat turkey anymore without thinking of these turkeys in my backyard.
Yes.
And I'm like,
yes.
I don't know.
Oh, it's so true. I used to see those in Cambridge when I lived in Boston. They would like have street crossings, right? So they're especially around the fall, they would be crossing the street, and like
have you seen them like run across the street?
Oh,
have you ever seen them? Like, it's hilarious.
Just hanging out, taking their time. And then the traffic has to stop in the middle of rush hour and let the turkeys pass. It's so funny. And everyone thinks about Thanksgiving when they see that.
Yeah. So I can't even eat it anyway. Yeah. Anyway, but the point is, if I do a good job on Thanksgiving, somebody might say to me, because that's a bigger deal, you might say, you totally knocked it out of the park.
Yes, so that's a good example.
Let's hope they say that and they don't say you struck out.
I believe in you, Michelle. I believe you can
Lindsay.
do it. That's a huge rite of passage. Big deal. Good on you for taking it on.
Thank you.
But it's a good example because that's a project, right? It's a big deal. You have to time all the food and everything. So that applies to like a slightly bigger thing, right? Knocking it out of the park. Okay.
Yes. All right, guys, we're going to teach 2 more. We've already been touching on this one, which is chef's kiss.
Yes.
Yes. So this is very trendy. Do you ever hear people say this?
It's trendy. Sure. I've heard it recently, especially when you're doing something that's really in your wheelhouse, right? Something that you do uniquely well, and you've just done the thing, you've just produced the thing. You might say that about yourself, or someone might say it about you. Right. But you've done this thing that you do really well, and you've done it again, and here it is. Here's the product. Right.
So chef's kiss, like what does that even, where do you think that comes from?
I actually don't know where it comes from. I wish we had that information here, but do you know, Michelle?
So I don't know for sure, but in my mind it comes from like the motion that people make, like mwah.
Yes,
like when you think, you have to be watching. Guys, we're on YouTube today if you want, like mwah. So but somehow, so I think people did that, especially maybe chefs, or
probably
yes, but somehow it evolved into saying it, right? And not just making the motion. And at first it was a little bit awkward for me because I don't know, I just felt a little funny saying it, but I'm getting more comfortable. But people
getting more confident. Okay.
I'm working on it every day. No, but if you say, so people are actually saying chef's kiss now, right?
Yes. Yeah, they are. Absolutely. And often it's accompanied with the gesture, but it doesn't have to be. Okay.
Right. Or you might, I think there's an emoji for that.
Oh, is there?
I think so.
Oh, I'm not up on all the emojis, but I bet there is.
I have to check it. But so sometimes you say it, sometimes you write it in a text, you use an emoji, sometimes you just do the motion. So, but you might hear it like this. Oh my gosh, the last episode of the season was chef's kiss.
Yes. Or your outfit, chef's kiss, right?
Or you have to try this soup. Trust me, it's chef's kiss.
Yeah. And it's usually for, I feel like this is more limited to artsy things like not literally art, but, cooking, fashion,
like something,
painting, design. It is kind of wide. What we can use it for is kind of like artistic things in a way.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be like you gave me great advice that I should go to the airport early.
No.
Chef's kiss. No.
Oh, that's so funny. No,
Right.
not like that.
No.
Like something that's kind of been created, I would say.
Creations. Yeah,
about
totally
creation. Yeah. So, and a lot of times we use this after some sort of pause, right? It's almost like you're thinking of the word to describe it, and then you use this for extra emphasis because it's very emphatic, and you don't really use it for everything. So again, you would say like your outfit, chef's kiss, right? It's kind of this like pause for this expression.
Sure. Yeah. Giving it a little bit of a platform, a stage. Pausing gives something a platform because people are waiting to hear what you're going to say. Right?
Yeah. All right. Well, I have time for one more, and then we're going to do a role play and head off the mic because we're having too much fun over here.
We're having a lot of fun today.
Okay. Another one is a work of art.
Yes.
Lindsay,
yes.
You hear people describing things as a work of art?
Yeah, for sure. Something appealing or amazing in some ways. So, for example, oh my gosh, this essay is a work of art. You write so beautifully.
Or your outfit is a work of art. Can you take me shopping? So it doesn't actually have to be art, but Lindsay, I think also it goes along kind of with the chef's kiss.
Yeah.
It doesn't, I wouldn't say that advice you gave me about the airport is a work of art.
No, that would be weird. It's not cerebral. It's not about talking. It's about producing something.
Sort of,
like you show up to a wedding and someone has an amazing table arrangement set up. It's so beautiful. All the napkins and the chairs. It's a work of art, right?
Work of art. Yeah, so that's another good one. But yeah, all of these are really good. They're all like kind of unique in their own way. Should we do a role play?
Yeah, let's do a role play. So here, I was just in a dance show and you are my friend and you came to see it. Okay.
Here we go, Lindsay. Get dancing.
Oh,
okay.
Geez.
You were incredible, Lindsay. Seriously. And your solo, you knocked it out of the park.
Thank you so much. Hey, look at your new haircut. I love it.
Thanks. I did it myself.
Wow, you did it perfectly. And the color is spot on. Exactly right for your face.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Your makeup is a work of art.
Thanks. My friend backstage did it. Her work is always chef's kiss.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So good stuff here, Michelle. We used a lot of the expressions. What did we say first?
Yeah. So I said you were incredible, seriously, and your solo, you knocked it out of the park. So that's for a big thing. You had your own special dance moment.
Totally. And again, that's kind of a project. That's a big deal, right? You rehearsed for it. So it makes sense. Knocked it out of the park. And then I said, wow, you did your hair perfectly. And the color is spot on, exactly right for your face. So it's perfect. Okay.
And then I said, thank you. Your makeup is a work of art.
And then I said, my friend backstage did my makeup. And I said, her work is always chef's kiss, right? Yes. We take that little pause there, which I guess, like I said, it makes people listen to us and wait to hear what we're going to say.
Yeah. Very interesting. All right, guys, if you haven't yet, head on over to episode 2511. That was Got a Boatload of Work, How to Share in English.
Nice. What's a takeaway today, Michelle?
Oh my gosh, I can't think this is a top 5 connection moment, I think, is just describing, something as being perfect or really well done in different ways. So just instead of just always saying, oh, that was really great, right? Now we have different contexts, different ways we can kind of compliment people or compliment ourselves. And don't forget about nailed it. We talked about that one as well. Huge connection moment.
Yeah, I think the connection moments that we find are the ones where we it's like being alive is a joy. We've done something great. We want to acknowledge that in ourselves or in someone else. This is a really cool way to build bonds, build friendship, build connection if we have the right words for it, right? If we have the right words, the bond becomes stronger. If we don't, it just becomes kind of a neutral moment and we miss the moment in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Really well said. All right, guys. Thanks so much. And thanks to our listener for that question. Really great question. And everyone have a great day.
Have a good day. See you, Michelle.
Bye.